Starting with the chapter haloalkanes and haloarenes. Haloalkanes and haloarenes. In haloalkanes, halo means we are talking about some halogen, and alkanes coming from alkane. It may be a methyl group, it may be an ethyl group, it may be propyl or butyl or anything, any alkyl group it may be, like methyl or ethyl, etc. So say for example, if we have CH3Cl, what is the name of it? It is chloromethane. So chloromethane, chloro means halo and methane means alkane. So that is how we can have the examples of haloalkanes. We can have C2H5Cl, it is chloroethane. Say for example, we have C3H7Cl, it is chloropropane. So that is how we can have the different type of haloalkanes, and it is not necessary that halogen will be chlorine only. It may be bromine, it may be iodine, etc., etc. Now what about haloarenes? Haloarenes, it again, halo means halogens and arenes means we are talking about the benzene ring here. Although arene means, arene word came from aromatic compounds, but here in particular we are talking about the benzene ring here. So if a benzene ring is carrying a halogen atom on it, then we say it is haloarene. So basically here we are talking about the halobenzene and we are talking about haloalkanes. That's how it is. Now why are we studying this chapter? What is the utility of this chapter in our day-to-day life? Why do we need to study about haloalkanes and haloarenes? Now if I talk about the uses, then many compounds, like if we talk about chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, they are used as a starting material for the preparation of many organic compounds, as well as they are well-known solvents. And earlier, in not now, but if we talk about few years back, maybe 30-40 years back, then this was a well-known, chloroform was a well-known anesthesia. Nowadays, chloroform is replaced by halothane, another compound of halogen. It is replaced by halothane. Otherwise, earlier we used to use chloroform as an anesthetic agent. Apart from this, if we talk about the another compound of chlorine with halogens, chlorine with the alkanes, then it is chloramphenicol. Chloramphenicol is one of the well-known antibiotic which is used for the treatment of typhoid. Apart from this, if we talk about a hormone in our body, that is thyroxine. So that thyroxine that produces iodine, and deficiency of that is that causes goiter. So that's how the different roles. Or apart from this, if we talk about iodoform, that is CHI3 iodoform, this is one of the antiseptic in action. So that's how there are various uses of the compounds of halogens and alkanes, right? We can have CCl2F2. CCl2F2 is what? It is freon. So freon is generally used as a refrigerant. Nowadays it is stopped, its use is banned, because it is one of the reason for the ozone layer depletion. So that is why its use is nowadays banned. Otherwise it is a well-known refrigerant. So that is how the various uses are. Now apart from this, if we talk about BHC, benzene hexachloride, this is one of the insecticide. Or if we talk about DDT, is another chemical which is used to kill the malaria mosquito. So that is how various uses of the compounds of halogens and alkanes, or you can say compounds of halogen, haloalkanes or haloarenes is there. Now we are starting with the next topic, that is classification. Classification of haloalkanes and haloarenes. We are starting with the classification of haloalkanes and haloarenes. How can we classify them? There are various ways. Like one is depending upon the number of halogens present. Depending upon the number of halogen atoms present, we can have the various types of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Like say for example, we have CH3X, only one halogen is there, only one halogen is there. For one or single we use a word mono, and that is why we say it as monohalide, because only one halogen atom is there. Now if we have this type of compound CH2X, CH2X, this is what, there are two halogen atoms, X stands for the halogen atom we are taking it as, then it is called as dihalide because two halogen atoms are there. Now if we talk about this compound CH3CHXX, now this is again a dihalide because two halogen atoms are there, but there is a difference. This dihalide is called as vicinal dihalide and this dihalide is called as geminal dihalide. We studied it in class 11 that when the halogen atom is present at the adjacent carbon, we call it as vicinal, and when the halogen atom is present at the same carbon, we call it as geminal dihalide. Now we can have trihalide or polyhalide also. Like say for example, we talk about CaCl3. Now there are 3 chlorine atoms present, so this is an example of trihalide, or we may consider it as a polyhalide also. Similarly, we can have CCl4. CCl4 is a tetrahalide, or you can say it is a polyhalide. So that's how we can have the types of haloalkanes depending upon the number of halogen atoms present. We can have monohalides, dihalides, etc. in haloarenes also. Like say for example, we have this compound. This is an example of monohaloarenes or monoaryl halide. Right? Now if we have this compound, say for example 2 halogen atoms are present, then we call it as dihaloarene or dihalide. Now if we have 3 halogen atoms present at the same benzene ring, then we call it as, or we consider it as, trihaloarene. So that's how we can classify the haloalkanes and haloarenes on the basis of number of halogen atoms present. We can classify haloarenes and haloalkanes on the basis of the type of carbon atom to which the halogen atom is bonded. Type of carbon atom in the sense like what is the type of hybridization of the carbon atom to which halogen atom is bonded. So this is another way of classification. How can we classify it as? Depending upon the type of hybridization, depending upon the type of hybridization of carbon atom to which halogen is bonded. So depending upon the type of hybridization of carbon atom also, we can classify the haloalkanes and haloarenes in various classes. Now starting with like if the carbon atom is sp3 hybridized, if the carbon atom is sp3 hybridized, then what all types we may have? If carbon atom to which halogen is bonded is sp3 hybridized, then it may be an alkyl halide. It may be an alkyl halide. It may be an allyl halide. Or it may be a benzyl halide. So these are the various types which are possible if the halogen atom is bonded to a sp3 hybridized carbon. Like say for example, I talk about this chloromethane. Here the carbon is sp3 hybridized and this is chloromethane. This is what? This is an example of alkyl halide. It may be like CCH3CH3CH3. What it is? It is again an alkyl halide. How is it an alkyl halide? Because what we have to see, the chlorine is bonded to this carbon, and this carbon is what? This carbon is sp3 hybridized. So that is how it is what? It is an example of alkyl halide. Now what about allyl halide? What are allyl halides? When the halogen atom is bonded to a carbon which is sp3 hybridized. The carbon should be sp3 hybridized, but this carbon itself should be bonded with the sp2 hybridized carbon. So what I'm trying to say for example, we have a compound like this, C double bond C, single bond CX. Now here you can see the halogen atom is bonded to this carbon, and this carbon is sp3 hybridized. Now we have to see this carbon itself is attached to which carbon? This is attached to this carbon. This carbon is sp2 hybridized. So if this is the case, when the halogen atom is bonded to a sp3 hybridized carbon, and that sp3 hybridized carbon itself is bonded to a sp2 hybridized carbon, we call it as an allyl halide. So this group basically is called as an allyl group. This group is called as an allyl group. Now what about benzyl halide? What is a benzyl halide? Benzyl group is when benzene ring is carrying a CH2, and if the halogen is bonded to this carbon, here you should observe that halogen is again bonded to a sp3 hybridized carbon. Halogen is again bonded to a sp3 hybridized carbon, but this sp3 hybridized carbon itself is bonded with a benzene ring. So if this is a case, we call it as a benzyl halide. So to be more clear, let's take some more examples, but before that we will discuss about the other classification also, or you can say we will do the other type also, where the halogen atom is bonded with the sp2 hybridized carbon. So what it is, like another way is when the halogen atom is bonded with the sp2 hybridized carbons. Whatever the types we did right now, that is alkyl halide, allyl halide and benzyl halide, here in all cases halogen atom was bonded to a sp3 hybridized carbon. Now we are doing where the halogen atom is bonded to a sp2 hybridized carbon. So say for example, if we have this compound, here you can see the halogen atom is bonded to this carbon, and this carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon, and this type of compounds are called as vinyl halide. So what is a vinyl group? Vinyl group is this group. This group is called as a vinyl group. This group is called as a vinyl group. So here you can see that if halogen is bonded to this carbon is sp2 hybridized, then we call it as vinyl halide. Now there is another possibility where the halogen atom is bonded to a sp2 hybridized carbon. We know it very well that in the benzene ring all the 6 carbons are sp2 hybridized. So if halogen is present on any of these carbon, we call it as aryl halide. So this also comes under the category where the halogen atom is bonded to a carbon which is sp2 hybridized. So that's how we can classify the haloalkanes or haloarenes in various classes depending upon the type of hybridization of carbon atom to which halogen is bonded. So what are these types? It can be sp3 hybridized carbon. The halogen atom may be bonded with the sp3 hybridized carbon, or it may be bonded with the sp2 hybridized carbon. Anything is possible. sp2 hybridized carbon. Right? Now if it is a sp3 hybridized carbon, we can have various types. What are these types? We can have benzyl halides, we can have allyl halide, we can have alkyl halide. That is what we did. Now if the sp2 hybridized carbon is there, we can have vinyl halide, or we can have aryl halide. Now let's take some more example to be more clear about this classification. Say for example, we have this compound. Say the compound is this, and halogen is present here. What is this type? Here you should observe that this halogen is bonded to this carbon, and this carbon is sp2 hybridized. Right? So this is what type? It is vinyl halide. Say for example, we have this compound and halogen is present here. Now here you should observe that the halogen is bonded with this carbon. This carbon is sp3 hybridized. Now we have to see whether this carbon is bonded with sp2 hybridized carbon. No, this carbon is also sp3 hybridized carbon. So it is not coming under any of the category with whatever we discussed above. So it's a simple alkyl halide only. It comes under the category of alkyl halide, where the halogen atom is bonded with the sp3 hybridized carbon. There is no other special characteristic. What if we have this type of compound? What if the compound is this? Now here you should observe that halogen is bonded to this carbon. This carbon is sp3 hybridized, but this sp3 hybridized carbon is bonded with this carbon, which is sp2 hybridized. So that's how it becomes a type, that is allylic halide. So this is allylic halide. Now if we have this type of compound, say the compound is this. Here is chlorine present. What type? It is aryl halide, because the halogen atom is directly bonded to the benzene ring. What about this compound? What is this type? Here we should observe that halogen atom is bonded with this carbon, and this carbon is sp3 hybridized. Now this carbon is bonded with a benzene ring. So that is why what type it is? It is benzylic halide. Benzylic halide. So in this way we can classify the haloalkanes and haloarenes in various categories. Thank you.